Help support the show by joining the Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Also, hit that like button and subscribe if you want more Browns-focused content.
Carson Schwesinger is my favorite Brown of the season. The dude is, for lack of a better word, amazing at football. He has been the best thing to watch about a Cleveland Browns team that, especially on the offense side of the ball, has not really provided much fun. So I am super excited to look at some run stops for Carson Schwesinger and highlight just how good this dude has been for this football team. We're going to get into the film. We're going to break it down. But before I do that, gotta thank my sponsor, Sleeper. Real quick, just want to let you guys know Sleeper has a new offer here. They're offering a free $20 entry, no deposit required. And also, if you're a first-time user, you also will receive a 100% match on up to $100 when you use the promo code Worst Take. Again, $20 free, no deposit required. Plus, first-time users also receive 100% deposit match up to $100. Join Sleeper. All right, Carson Schwesinger, number 49 linebacker for the Cleveland Browns. This dude is so good at football, man. Like, he's so good. All right, let's just watch Carson Schwesinger so we can see why I've been excited about him and why I think he might be one of the best linebackers in football. I think he's the best linebacker in the division already. All right, let's watch him here on this play. Is really just staying with it, not letting that guard get to him. So again, let's explain why this is good here, right? He's not the only one making a play here. There are other guys doing good things on this play. So let's highlight it. You got Baker, DeAndre Baker doing a good job. I don't know if that's DeAndre. Baker doing a good job of filling his responsibility here. You have Devin Bush filling his gap here, right? You have Malik Collins, who's doing a good job getting uphill penetration. Mason Graham, who's doing a really good job of occupying two people. Now, this right here, this success is important. And it's important to know, look, as much as I'm impressed with this guy, these defensive tackles here are as big of a part as his success and are a huge part to number 95's success this year. So if you're happy with Myles Garrett, you're happy with Carson Schwesinger, you got to be appreciative of what these guys have done on the defensive line. Because Mason Graham being able to occupy two guys does a couple of things here. One, it closes that gap on the backside. And then also it allows Carson Schwesinger to only really have to worry about the center. And once Malik Collins gets contact because he beats his man one-on-one, all Schwes has to do is hold his ground and maintain his leverage. He does that well, and then now he's able to free himself and get to the tackle. Let's get to the next thing, right? We got a lot of clips to get through. It's going to be a long breakdown. Settle in. Get yourself a soda or whatever you like to drink, your beverage of choice. All right, 49 here in pass coverage. Look at this. This is just the stuff you can't teach, right? Look at this. So 92, Sam Kamara does a good job of getting interior pressure. Shout out to our defensive line coach. I think he's been phenomenal. But he gets some pressure. Look at the technique here by Schwesinger, and look how smooth he is as an athlete. Look at this. Just Drake May's a hell of an athlete, man. At the quarterback position, big body, good athlete. People are putting him in the MVP race right now. Look how Schwes just mirrors him. And then look, because his technique is so good, right? Watch the break. Look how he breaks down right here. Look how smooth that breakdown is. So right, because he breaks down so well, so smooth with those small steps, when Drake May cuts, he's just able to mirror it, match it, and grab him. Boom. If he's not there, that scores. And keep in mind, this guy's responsible for the green dot. He's the play caller on the defensive side of the ball, right? The quarterback of the defense, so to say, as far as that responsibility goes. So he's getting guys in position. He has a lot on his plate, and he's also playing. Like, look at that, man. That is high level stuff. Look at this. Look at the smoothness of the feet. Chop, chop, chop. And then really smooth as an athlete to navigate that space. He's playing at full speed, but he's processing at even faster than full speed. But he looks like he's moving at quarter speed because he's that smooth of an athlete. Look at that. He's never rushed in anything he's doing, but he's never slow. It's really, really impressive. We will continue. And here, he's more of a middle look here. He's over the A gap. They're going to pull a guard to him and try to string this thing out. And look at that lateral athleticism. We're going to see it in the clip against Lamar Jackson in the Ravens game. But I mean, look how well he just runs laterally with this play. Does a good job of avoiding that center, right? He sees the play happening, really smart eyes. Look how well he processed this, right? Sees the play. He doesn't go with the fake because they're trying to run this little motion underneath. So good tape study. He doesn't go with that. He keeps his eyes centered. And he just goes with the motion of the play here, right? So he's not reading the wrong things. Once he sees the play go this way, he rolls with the play, but he's not overreacting yet. He's still figuring out what he has to do. And then he sees the toss. And then when he sees that toss, you'll see him hit a different gear here. So right here, boom, he hits a different gear. And then he's still in control. You know what this reminds me of? If you ever watch Garrett Wilson, right? Garrett Wilson is a wide receiver who I think is probably the best at body control. Like, no matter what Garrett Wilson does, he never feels like he's out of control with his body. He feels like he's always doing what he wants to do. And Carson Schwesinger has that in his game. It always feels intentional for Carson Schwesinger. Let's look at this. Breece Hall up the middle. And then look how he just has the smart eyes here, right? He's going with the flow of the play here, like we discussed earlier, right? The flow of the play is going this way. But again, he's never just straight up guessing. He's always processing. So he starts to float this way, right? And then he feels where the ball is. And he cuts against the grain to get this stop, getting this gap, right? So, oh, you think you got me? Okay. He sees the cutback lane. And then he feels it. It's a great job. Jenkins did a great job here, too. There's nowhere for him to go. That's a stop right there. Again, this is a rookie with a lot of responsibility on his plate doing this stuff. 49 here and an obvious run look. Super heavy. And he just gets down and dirty and gets the stop here, right? He gets in there with 78. It's a big boy. 78 gets a couple mitts on him. But he doesn't get control. He leverages his way to the running back. That's good play there. Also want to point out how else this play is made, right? Look at the defensive tackle play here. Because both of our tackles who take on these doubles, they don't get washed, right? So you got two tackles taking on doubles here. They don't get washed. They're able to stand their ground, which holds them up. Which means when 78, 76, or whatever his number is, gets to Schwesinger, he can't give him a full punch. Sleep on defensive tackle if you want to. Sleep on linebacker if you want to. But you will not see a good defense that does not have really good defensive tackles and really good linebackers. There's not a single position in the front seven that should ever be taken for granted. Really not a single position on offense or defense that should be taken for granted. You know, we get so caught up in positional value these days, but anybody who could be great at their position is worth a lot. A great running back's worth a lot. A great wide receiver's worth a lot. A great guard's worth a lot. A great center, a great quarterback, a great tackle, a great defensive tackle, a great edge. We get so caught up in some of these silly positional value conversations sometimes, and it's worth noting that, hey, if a guy is great at his position, it's going to matter. We be thinking there's caps on greatness because of the position you play. But the reality is that you can make an impact from any position on the football field, and that's the beauty of the game. It's not just linebackers getting the glory. The linebacker doesn't get the glory if the defensive tackles aren't good. Truly. Look at this. Look at who is that? Number 96. Malik Collins is blowing shit up. Because Malik Collins blows shit up, Mason Graham knocking over a domino here, pushing his guard back. Look at that physical hands there by 94. And then Myles Garrett getting in the mix. Carson Schwesinger does a great job squeezing into that gap and getting the shoulder in that guy's face. It's great team defense right there. Another look here where he's in a more of a Sam look with Devin Bush in the middle. And it's an RPO look, and he's just so good at this kind of stuff. I mean, look, Justin Fields is not easy to handle on read option. Look how he handles it. They're targeting him, right? And he just, I mean, it looks like he shocks Justin Fields. Justin Fields tries to stop with him. He's not going to shake him. Woo! You got you one. You got you one in Cleveland. 49 is one of them. You got you one. 49 is one of them ones, man. He is one of them ones. Look at this. Just hovering around in that coverage. Active feet. Oh, he wants to go. Schwesinger's able. Look how quickly he's able to stop, and look, he's always in control. Boom. He's not run off. That's why he's such a good tackler. He has such good body control. Look at it. Stop on a dime. Malik Collins whipping ass there too. Let's give a shout out to the defensive line here. And Mason Graham, nice little rush here. Force him out. And then Malik Collins doing a great job. Alex Wright getting hands on him and then finishing it up. And get him off the field. Again, just a solid job handling his responsibility, being where he needs to, absorbing the contact, getting where he needs to. He's definitely going to win. Like, if he keeps playing like this, he's going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't see anybody playing better football at their position than him. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, look how smooth he is, man. He is just such a smooth athlete. It is ridiculous. Look at just like chop. Like he's swimming out there, dude. And then look how well he sees this. Look at all this chaos. Everything in this play is trying to get your eyes to go this way and your body to go this way. And he's just swimming against the current, getting exactly where he needs to. It's impressive. It is so fucking impressive. These Baltimore clips now. This dude is good. Look at 49 here. Look at these bunny hops, man. That's Lamar Jackson he just mirrored like that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at these hops here. First of all, look at these little hops here, right? He kind of bunny hops here, right? Little chop, chop, chop. He sees Isaiah Likely. Look, he's just using these steps to get into position. He sees Isaiah Likely. He's getting ready to put a shoulder in his chest. He's like, okay, there's Lamar. I'm going to pick Lamar. He goes towards Lamar, and Lamar's trying to shake him. Lamar's doing the stiff arm, can't shake him. Lamar's going to cut back, can't take him because he's in control. Usually that's Miles that has to do stuff like that, not with Schwesinger. He's not even surprised he did it. He just did that to one of the most lethal athletes in the NFL. Just mirrored him, followed him, didn't get shook by him. And he's not even like shocked. Whoo, look how fast he comes across the screen here. Look at this. Gets into position late, but look at the speed here. That's a hell of a play, dude. Hell of a play. This guy, this Schwesinger, yeah, they got a gem in him. Derrick Henry did that too. Look at this. Again, it's like he's swimming. He's so smooth, right? Just downhill. Derrick tries to cut. He's like, okay, one-on-one. Let's see what's up. He just completely manhandles Derrick Henry here. One-on-one. No help, man. No help. That's one of the guys that the media thinks is one of the toughest guys to tackle. One-on-one. Nothing. No help. Nothing. Forced him backwards. Look at this. He didn't need a single piece of help here. He identified it. He wasn't thrown off by the counter. He wasn't out of control. Like, JOK was excellent by the time he got to year 3. But even JOK, when he got to that point where he was starting to be really, really good, still had these moments where he would be out of control and, he would shoot and overexert himself. This guy is able to do and have some of those JOK, oh my God, how did he get there moments, while also just being in control and has such good eyes, and he's so smooth as an athlete. Look at that. And then you add on the fact that he's a big guy, too, at the linebacker position. And this is the 3rd and 1 stuff that they got, and he's part of it. Look at him just shoot this gap between 70 and 72. Let me highlight it for you. So we're going to watch Big 49 here. He's going to shoot this gap right here. Boom, just fits into that space there. Carson Schwesinger is one of the most promising players the Browns have had on their roster in quite some time, right? They've had some good players on their roster that they've acquired recently. But this guy, I think he's going to be in that same tier of Cleveland Brown, if he reaches his potential, that Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett, like these upper tier, upper echelon, all pro level guys that have held down the fort. I think him, Mason Graham, they got 2 guys to add to that core this year in the draft. And they got something there between those 2, Myles Garrett. They got something there that's going to cook for a while. But super excited with what we're seeing with Carson Schwesinger. And if you aren't familiar, if you haven't been realizing just how good number 49 has been on the football field every week, hope this video can explain why so many people are excited. But yeah, this guy's good. Really good. I get excited watching him. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.